You're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. We're rocking out. Well, we're kind of grooving, really. It's more of a groove. As we're heading in to the second half of our live simming session here on Sunday, January 7th, 2018. If you want to join us for live simming sessions, you can grab your mascot. There is a link to Patreon in the description below. There's also a link to the live simming calendar so you can see how often I live stream. Live simming is for patron only. Those are every other Sunday. And most of my other live streams are all available. But we are here on the Gypsy lot. And we were doing some landscaping and talking about like some deep life stuff. Got kind of deep and interesting. We just put these fences around. Oh yeah, Kirian, you've said that before. That you're kind of a morning person and a night owl, which sounds painful. Okay, so we were putting rocks around here, and then I was going to show you how to, outside this area here. And let me just, to make it a little bit easier for you guys to see the fences, I'm going to turn off the fade distance for now, so that these fences won't disappear. These fences are neighborhood deco. You know, my best time, they're talking about being morning people or not. My best time is maybe from like midnight to like 2 a.m. Like that 2-hour period in there, I'm the most productive. I like to be awake when the rest of the people around me, not just in my home, but around me geographically, have gone to sleep, because all of the energy and noise and slows down. And it gets so quiet and so peaceful. So, yeah. So I think for me, like if I had to work some sort of 40-hour-a-week job, which I hope to goodness I never have to do, because I would be terrible at it, I'd like to work like maybe like a 2, maybe like 1 p.m. maybe, or 2 p.m. to like 8 p.m. Something like that. Although I did teach for a while, and we had to get up very early, and I worked from 7 to 3, and I actually ended up liking that. I mean, I hated having to get up that early, but once you're up and you've gotten used to it, well, it's not too bad. Okay. And you just flipped all over the place. Let's go down here so we can place these rocks with a minimum of fuss and bother. I swear it just seems like martini hour in here with this music. I like the music. I went through and searched for quite some time, several days, looking for enough music to give us background music that was copyright free, or I had a license to use, not copyright free, but I had a license for it. And so I just kept searching, you know, for jazzy stuff, that kind of stuff. Worked out okay. Jellica, I was a preschool teacher. This was many years ago, though. Way back when. Okay, so we have a garden plot. So you can't see anything here, but these are carrots that will grow. At this point, let's start working on some of the landscaping over here. Actually, let me go down one. I want to move you, not turn you. Yeah, I taught toddlers. I loved teaching toddlers. I loved being a preschool teacher for the toddlers. I mean, there's things I didn't like about it. Obviously, I'd still be doing it. But toddlers are great. Okay. So what I'm trying to think of is where it's placed. Oh, it's in OMSPs, so surfaces. We should just rename miscellaneous to OMSPs, because that's where they all are. So these are a neat little trick, and they are from a favorite site of mine, fiendwald.com, which I'm very happy to report is still open, because nowadays, in the days of simming, 2004 to 20, 14 years has it been since the game came out? It came out in 2004. I know that. So many sites are not open anymore, but Fiendwald, as of this recording, as of January 7th, 2018, is still open. And they have done one of my favorite kitchen sets. So, yeah, please go over and give thanks, or however, by either just downloading their stuff, or I don't know, maybe there's some way you can thank them. But what they have done here, made these OMSPs that are allow you to place things outside of the area that you're in. So I'll show you them. So what you do is you just place them right at the edge of the lot. I'm going to turn on snap objects to grid so you can see this a little better. So this goes on the final grid here, and we'll put this here, and I'll show you the different lengths of them, because they come in several different lengths, including this one here. This one's so long that it's kind of clipping under the neighborhood decoration, so we'll turn it around and do it up here. And they go as long as this one, which allows you to place things across the street. So you can see how it's showing up there. So you can place something over here. I'm going to move it back one tile. So let's say I wanted to put some street lamps over here, but have them be part of the lot instead of being neighborhood decoration. I'll go over here to lights. I'm just reading chat. They're having conversations amongst themselves, talking about things. So, one of my favorite street lamps are these really modern ones here. That's a floor lamp. And it's part of the Avanti set. And this is a neat lamp, by the way. This Avanti set is from Simgadons. I don't know if Simgadons is still up. I had a vague memory of someone telling me they might have closed recently. But over here, it's cool. It has this kind of, like, if you wanted to pretend this, or not pretend, but maybe put this on an apartment lot, for example, that could be a cool use of that. It's a very neat modern little set. But actually what I'm looking for is miscellaneous, is what I need for the outdoor lights. Ralph is saying they did close, which I am sorry to hear about, but you know, it's what would you expect? Okay, so this is the Manor House garden. This is the light that I'm using through most of my most of Akanthop. So I'm going to scroll out so you can see this. What you do is you place the lamp here, and as you can see, it immediately pops across to the circle. Just click it like that, and then, like with any other OMSP, boom, lamp, the other side of the street. So this has become a set that when I first saw it, I was like, what would I need this for? And then I went, oh. So I'm going to delete these now. And I have found several neat uses for them. So let me know if you guys have this set in chat. And I'm gonna keep this one here. So I haven't found anything you can't put on it. Trees work fine. So I'm going to use that to place a tree outside of the area here, that the lot boundary. There are a lot of people who are archiving content. So even though SimGadons has closed, you don't have to worry. I mean, well, sometimes the content's gone, but places like the Sims 2 graveyard is one place. That's the first place to look. And then sometimes you can just you can go to mod the Sims to the Sims 2 discussion section and search in there. Sometimes people put up archives of content that has disappeared. But do not despair. If you are coming new to the Sims 2 community, there's still a lot of content being made on a regular basis. Every day when I go into Discord, somebody is posting, usually Joe, somebody is posting something new that has come to the community in recent days or months. So there's still plenty out there. People are still playing The Sims 2, as evidenced by how many views my Sims 2 videos get. Okay, so let's see here. This magnolia tree looks nice. And what did I say about I've never found a plant that doesn't work on this? And then I find one. Let's try another tree. I know that some of them, see, that one works. Okay, so I lied. There are some plants for some reason. This magnolia plant is not doing it. What about this Jakarta? That one works. I just saw it did it. There it goes. So I wonder if it's just I had to place this in a different way. Nope. It's really not working. It do not like that. It's ixnay on that A. So first of all, let me think about what kind of plant I want back here. I think I want something pretty tall and bushy, which is what I really like in the back of lots, because they don't really block my view from the direction I'm normally looking. I'm thinking I could also put some neighborhood trees in here as well too, but I don't think this one's going to work because of how big it is. The footprint is larger than one tile. It's a great looking tree though, isn't that nice? That would be pretty cool on some larger lots. But I think it might be a little bit too tall for what we're going for here. And I'm going to take a moment and try and set up chat again, because it has failed me, which happens from time to time. Yeah. Pardon me, I'm munching on a bagel. It had logged me out, so maybe now I can get back into chat. Let's pop out chat. That's something that you can do if you are watching and you want to maybe just listen and keep chat up, you can pop it out into a separate window. I find it useful, very useful, because it allows me to see chat. Me out, so maybe now I can get back into Oops, chat. Sorry about that. And then what I do is I use a program which allows me to make chat transparent, so I can keep it up and it's not blocking my game view. That program, in case you're curious, is called, what's it called here? 4 and then the letter T, 4T Tray Minimizer. And it has that feature where it adds it to any window where you can make it stay. I click stay on top and then make transparent. You right click on the title of the window, right click on the window, and it'll allow you to do that. Anyway, fun little fact there in case you're curious, in case you're planning on live streaming at some point and want to know how to keep chat up so you can see it, but that it doesn't show up on the live stream. That's how I'm doing it. Okay, so where was I? I was trying to find a tree. Ornamental cherry tree. Oh, this is pretty good. Oh, I like this too, because I think these are the trees that change color to place. Yep, and they do place good. So in order to place 2 of these trees, because I do like to do that, I'm going to take this and move it. And place this just right back here in the corner, like there. Then I'm going to grab another one of these OMSP tiles. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to grab them, not recolor them. I'm going to turn it. Place another tree. Although this one, I'm going to see if I can get it to place, turn it a bit. This might be tricky because you have to hit the mouse at the right time. It might not work, but we'll try. Getting things to rotate. There we go. Whew, that was a bit of work. So I held down the mouse and clicked and dragged to do it. I don't want to rotate you. I want to, well, I do now. I want to put you right here. And I'm going to just make them sort of offset a bit. This actually isn't going to work because you can see that it's just basically creating a duplicate of them. So I'm going to actually try this method and diagonal it like this. That works better. Because I want the tree to look kind of bushy. And not feeling that. Let's see if I can turn this. Let's try. There we go. I think that works. Yeah, that looks good. So hopefully you understand what I just did there. If not, let me know in chat or in comments on YouTube. Opinions, peoples. So when we go to live view, I believe these trees change based on the season. Yep. Because we are in spring in Akanthop, the trees have changed to spring. Now I believe these trees, because I'm sure some of you will want to know where it is from. I think these trees where did I get that tree from? Let me do it this way with the eyedropper tool. There it is. So this tree is by Raynus, R-A-Y-N-U-S-S, and she has a site, a blog spot. So if you Google Raynus seasonal trees Sims 2, you should get to her website. Joe, do you know Rainus's website? If you do, can you throw a link in chat? Oh, you like it? Oh, good. Thank you, Jellica. You guys are talking so much among yourselves, I'm not even sure if anyone's still watching. They just come to chat and talk amongst themselves. And I just sit over here in the corner, happily simming. I swear I make this joke every time, but that's because it's funny. So, landscaping. Now, landscaping, as you can see, is very slow for me. I take a long time to landscape because I need a lot of think about it, basically. So I'm thinking now that I'm going to put a couple of flowers. I don't like to leave trees with the base of them kind of naked like that. Naked. And I can't use train paint right here because it's technically not in the lot. Oh, it's okay, Kyrian. Oh, so Joe, could you go get me, because you may not have heard me, could you go get a link to, Angie just put the link in Discord, but could you get a link to, Rainus's site, RAYNUSS? I'm going to put it in chat. Okay, so let's do that again by heading on over to OMSPs. Thank you, Joe. So for this one, I'm thinking that length maybe. And maybe one there. I hate that. Get back here. I'm gonna do another diagonal number maybe. Nope, I'm not. Not on that size. That size. Okay, and then what I want to do is throw on there. And I want you to put that link in chat, Joe, so I can see it and read it to the viewers on YouTube. Everybody give Joe a hug for being awesome again. So this is a word you might want to get a piece of paper out right now. It's a little long. It's R, D as in dog, N as in Nancy, U, S as in Sam, S as in Sam. Imagine that. So RD Nuss, imagine that at blogspot.com. Because as you can see, I work my poor moderators. So this is kind of nice. But I'd like something bushier. Let's see. Yeah, like that. So let's see if I can get that to turn a little bit. That's okay. I don't like where it's sitting. Ah, stop that. Nope, I want this. Might be hard to grab this now. I won't be able to get it. Give me my OMSP. Crap. Okay, I'm going to have to do it this way by placing it over here and then moving it with the flower on it. Tedious, but worth it. Let me see, by the way, if these have any... nope. So this, by the way, this plant was converted from The Sims 4, and you can kind of tell. You can see how the meshes in The Sims 4, they just look different, for lack of a better word. Thank you. You knew I was going to use it. That's funny, Joe. And I don't really mind the way the Sims 4 game looks. It just looks different. It's just strange to me. A little odd. But not, obviously not bad enough for me not to put the stuff in my Sims 2 game. So, can't complain that hard, can I? Okay. And instead of messing around with that one tile one, I'm going to use this 2 tile shifted one, so I have a little bit more room to maneuver. And I'm going to curse the sim gods for that stupid thing that happens every time I play something. See? That drives me nuts. Ugh. Okay, so. There we go. That took way too much work just to plant some flowers. Would that take like 15 freaking minutes? So, Jellica's like, I'm not digging the bush. Not now, Jellica, even though I've placed it. Do you not like it now? Joe's like, Jellica, not Joe. Jellica's like, I'm not feeling the bush. Over here, I'm not sure yet. I want to put the garden in one of these corners and have some extra stuff around it. So let's grab another one here. So Jellica, if you don't like the bush, then what do you suggest I put there? Or just a different type of bush? Look at that, how it places it right in the corner, just like where you'd put a compost pile. Awesome. Me likey that, me happy. You know, Jellica, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 100% feeling it myself. So I'd like to make it more... Oh, now that I'm feeling. That feels right to me. So it was kind of off center, but that looks good now. Yeah, that one I like. Okay, so now let's work on the garden. Well, first let's save so we don't have any. And let's turn off that, because I don't like to have the ceilings on unless I'm taking a picture. Does that work now? I just had to kind of get it in the right spot. It wasn't in the right spot. I wasn't feeling it. Okay, good. By the way, today is Sunday. Tomorrow, my new headphones come. I cannot wait. Oh, these things are driving me crazy. Every time I turn my head, I feel like they're just going to flop off. Okay. So... over here is our garden. Let's get started on that. I think the trick, excuse me, is going to be you'll have to wait in line behind me, Kyrian. I'm moving in first. You can have the other cart, the other gypsy caravan, I mean. Okay, so let's go to Garden Center. I want them to subsist mostly on gardening. So, over here, we are going to be using the plants from Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon's garden set. We're going to be using a lot of those. And get this. This tree stump, by the way, is from Sun and Moon. It's part of the beehive tree stump. I don't really like it. I should probably delete it, actually. Because I just don't see my... It looks like a kind of face. So actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that. But there's another tree stump here, which looks like a log, which we will be using. This is what we were talking about earlier. Parker, I don't know if Parker's still here. He hasn't spoken in a while. But this is the driftwood I was thinking of, Parker. We'll place that over there for now. Um, chat keeps disconnecting. They need chickens. Oh, yes, they do, Jellica. They do have chickens. I'm gonna have to turn that chat off. It's driving me nuts. So we can go with the pleasant earth dirt. And what I like to do is I like to use a combination of Maxis dirt, and that's invisible. I don't want that. Oh, wait, you know what? I do want that. I forgot. I was like, why is my dirt invisible? Because I downloaded a default to make it invisible. Silly girl. Tricks are for kids. So the way we're going to do this in order so I can make sure I know what I'm doing here is we're going to use floor tiles, because I did make it invisible so I could use any terrain paint underneath. So, but this is, I think, the first time I'm using it since I downloaded that some time ago. Oop, floor tiles. Yeah. Yep, that's the size I want. That's the size. And then I'm going to put down some terrain paint here. I'll stick with the smallest one here. And I'm going to go for this dirt, which looks a little different than the dirt we used outside. And this is from a mod, and I hope the description will tell me what it's from. Sim placement. Unfortunately, sim placement is long gone. It was only open for a few years back in the early days of The Sims. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. So, if you are in Discord and you want this, if somebody wants it, let me know. Put a request and where can I find, and I will check that along with all other requests and upload it to you in Discord. So, let's head back over here to the earth dirt. I'm going to put that down so we can do just regular planting on it. And then I'm going to have to wait until we plant to see, but I believe I can place plants from Sun and Moon right on top of this and have Maxis plants and Sun and Moon plants growing together. Is that true? Joe, you would know. Joe's my resident Sims 2 expert. Between the two of us, we have like a PhD in simming. And I'm not going to keep this tile here. It's only just to define the boundary. Joe says she has not tried that. I'm surprised. I think it works, but I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to find out. So, I do not want to go through the effort of placing little stones like this around every area of this, so we're going to actually use a fence for this one. And we'll say that the farmer, whoever he or she is, came in and fenced in the yard, fenced in the plot for them. I do have little stones as a fence. And the reason why I don't want to go for a regular fence is I was saying earlier that I don't want to make the lot look too organized, too landscaped. You know, I feel like the people who live here are kind of erratic, a little messy perhaps, that kind of thing. This is Garden Rock Flower Bed Edging by Sim Attic 99. Go ahead and Google that. So I'm going to try this. This looks pretty good, particularly next to this. Let's see what else we have, though. And I like it because it looks like little stones that are, you know, they did a good job. They don't look completely uniform. I continue closing the curtain as the sun goes down until it's all the way closed. I have been avoiding downloading anything until I fix the crashing problem. I've been using huge amounts of self-control. So let me show you the different flower beds that come in this rock edging set. There's this one. That one. That one. Kind of a mossy one. This one. This one, which I'm using already, and I probably will keep. And that one. So there's, I think, 6 of them. And I've used them numerous times over the years. I think that this might be my best choice, but I'm wondering also if this one might work too. Nope, it's too samey. So we will go with this one. Okay, so the next thing that we get to do is the facilities. Oh, thank you, Joe. So Joe is telling us that there are real growables on Mod The Sims. Joe is a mod for me, and she's also a mod at Mod The Sims. So that's how come she knows everything that's happening over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a fenced-in lot. Now, this fence is neighborhood deco, so it's not actually counting as a real fence on the lot. So we're going to have to actually kind of double up a fence over here. A small price to pay. For this one, I'm going to use the same type of fence set as over here. This blue type of fencing here. Let's grab this. Except without the top. So this is by Holy Simoly. And, oh, okay. Hold on a second. They're telling me to save. We've gotten through a whole thing without the word. I don't want to say the word. But I'm going to keep working on it. I actually went through my downloads folder with Delphi's download organizer and have begun to like weed out duplicates, which occasionally happen even if you're organized. So I have a couple I have some sets in there I duplicated, and like I put church steeples and roofing, and then I also put them in build collections, things like that. Downloaded them again without realizing I already had them. Okay, so fencing. So this set comes in this kind of column-y fencing. Is this the right set I'm looking at? No, this isn't it. This is not it. Although that's another set. It's great. I believe this one, I want to say this one is from Mod The Sims. Nope. It's by Lena Cherie. Let's go to desktop and I will find this for you because this is actually a really valuable fence set. And it comes in so many colors, and it comes with columns like such. And it also comes in the same set without. Isn't that neat? So, I'm going to go Control-Alt-4, which will bring up my desktop for you. And I will find this fence set for you. I'm seeing a bunch of fence sets, but not the one I'm looking for. The Victorian porch set is the one we're using on the lot right now on the little porches. I must have put it somewhere else. It must have come as a build collection. Let's see if I can find it. If not, then hopefully somebody will find it for me. Joe is right. Joe got it before I got it. It's Must Love Cats on Mod the Sims, because Joe knows. By the way, if you want to quickly resize your view here, hold down the shift button and use your mouse wheel. I think it's a shift, but nope, it's a control button, sorry. Hold down the control button and use your mouse wheel to quickly go through the different view settings you see here. These are all the view settings, from content setting all the way up to extra large icons. So I use this quite a lot to change my views so that I can quickly show you guys things like this. So this is the simple build set. Comes in a lot of different colors, and it matches Holy Simole's Victorian porch set. So I might actually just go ahead and use this. Gonna go back to the game now. So for this one, I want something very colorful. I loved this set because it had so many colors in it. So Lena Cherie is Must Love Cats. Okay, now I know. I'm just wondering about colors. Something like that. I should probably, well, no. No, we're gonna go for colors. I was thinking I should make it white because it matches, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's see, I want something that kind of matches what we have going on here. We have blue, we have purple, we have green. I'm thinking that they might do something like this. That one's too apple greeny. I need something hunter greeny. Maybe like that. The problem is that the colors are so bright that it looks more like a preschool and not like an eclectic. I'm going for something eclectic. So I'll just pick one color. Purple seems good. It kind of matches the purple flowers back here. And I think I need this to be... And the reason why I have to make this is because with these gypsy caravans, there's no place to put a bathroom in them. So, and it has to be an enclosed space. Otherwise, the mod that I use called Macrotastics, which basically automates some of the Sims, it makes the Sims smarter. You know how they've been saying, I'm going to make the Sims smarter? You know, Sims 4, the Sims are smarter. Well, with the mod, they were smarter in the Sims 2, but, you know, I admit that it is with the mod. They were not smart without it. So now I don't know. I don't think that build set that we have here came with a but there's our play right there. That's the play. That gives us the green and purple kind of look working together. But And I'll show you how I made it so that the shower is enclosed. So we're going to do an outhouse here. Outhouses are one of the things I just love about the game. I need some more tea. Put your hand up if you're actually still watching. I think they're probably watching, but they're always talking amongst themselves, which is, I've joked about that a gazillion times. I should probably stop, but it's funny. It amuses me. There's gonna be a pop quiz if you're watching. Okay, good. They're here. Okay, so these two outhouses are great. Smells Like Roses outhouse. And there's two versions of them. One will take care of hygiene, shower, etc. And the other will just take care of comfort and bladder. So I'll probably choose that one. This one is just comfort and bladder. I have 3 different outhouses. I'll just show them to you really quickly. There's this one, and this one. This one is by Rainus. So just Google Rainus. I already mentioned her name. It's a blog spot. Just Google Rainus blogspot or Rainus Camping Outhouse Sims 2. This one is by Nixed Sims. I hope her website is still up. Nixed, N-I-X-E-D, Sims. And this one, gosh, where did I get this one? Joe, do you remember? There's nothing that says on this. I want to say this one was from Mod the Sims. Do you know? I could go look at my downloads folder, but I'm trying to save us a little bit of time. So I think I'm going to go for this one because it will do the toilet as well. Although, did I have a problem with that before? No, I don't think so. Ah. Let's get some recolors of this. So I think maybe I didn't go for this last time because I wanted some more recolors. I love that it has recolors of the oh, that's the one. There it is. There you go. Oh, you want to say this is from Imagine That too? I'd be surprised because she normally puts such a good description on that. Imagine That is Rainus's site. Imagine That. So you can also do Imagine That Sims 2 blogspot and get to her site. Let's also put in a sink because I do want the Sims to wash their hands. And for this one, this is the one I like to use for my outdoor sinks. Let's see which one looks best. And I like that it comes with like a little towel over the side. That's awesome. I'm thinking that might give me a route failure though, so I'll put it here. Okay. Good. Thank you, Jellica. That one I think is probably our best out of all the colors I have of this. This sink is... I don't have the foggiest. Barrel full of hygiene. If you really need to know, let me leave a comment and I'll look it up for you. Okay, so what else? Oh yeah. Also, I just got to remember where it is. I have a pump that I use. I think it's, my vague memory tells me it's in deco, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's a statue. It's a working pump. It's pretty cool. Hello, Jasmine. Oh, hello, Allison. Did Allison just come in and say hi? I just saw that. So let's wander through my mini tiered deco folder. This is probably the largest folder for most of us. I'm going to do a quick save because I had a catalog crash last time. Oh, she's been here? You've been here, Allison? Oh, it's a Life Stories conversion. Oh, sorry, Allison. You were quiet. That's my excuse. Okay, so buy mode. Let's keep going through because I really want to show you this. I have a spoon here. So this is not showing up. The texture isn't showing up. There's one way to fix it. Hold the control key and right click. And the texture isn't going to show up for this, so I'm just going to delete the content because I don't want to mess with it. It's just a magnifying glass, which I don't need that badly. My Life Stories sets is from okay, so this here is from Life Stories, probably the shipwrecked one. It's a series that came out using the Sims 2 engine, kind of like mini Sims 2 games. Anyway, let's go back to the desktop. And then I will tell you that my Life Stories conversion set is actually a mega set over here under Life Stories stuff. This one. So this is from Meet Me to the River, who I haven't seen Tarlia in ages. Has anybody seen her? Anyway, Meet Me to the River. The Great Extracted Castaway Stuff Collection. It's on LiveJournal. LiveJournal. Meet me, numeral 2, the river. Meet me to the river. There you go. That's where that is from. And, okay, good. Everything's working as it should. So, yeah, where I was trying to find this, and it might take me a while to find it, so I hope you're not busy. But also, one of the things that we're going to be adding to this is a well, a garden well. I'll just throw it over here for now, since it needs to be near the garden. And there is a set of garden wells at Mod the Sims by Sophie David. I do not want to make everybody sick. Give our enemies a nasty surprise. I like the idea of this because whoever lives here, it's going to be an elderly woman, and she's going to also play the part of the gypsy NPC. I'm going to use sim surgery or something like that, basically, to change the look of the sim. I'll show you about that later on, once we get into play. Cleanses the soiled and soothes the thirsty. So we'll put this down here. I hope some clipping doesn't matter to its use. We'll see. But what was I trying to do? Oh, yeah. You know, there is one thing from The Sims 4 that actually makes me feel envious. And that's pretty much just one thing. And that is being able to search by typing in an item. That is huge. And I really wish we had that, because looking through like this, you know, when you have so much content, ugh. I'm trying to figure out where it could possibly be, because it could be anywhere, for goodness sakes. This pump, oh, here it is I believe it's by Solfall. That's what I was going to say. Solfal. Solfall. Water pump, Sims 2. That's the best way to get to that. So it just goes here, and it actually uses water. So we'll just put it like maybe right there. So that you come out of the caravan and you go over to the water pump and get your water. And I'll show you how it works. It's yay, we fulfilled some wishes. Yep. Ralph, post links from Livesimming. Post those in where can I find? That's where everything goes. Look what I found is more like, wow, I found this cool thing that I happen to be, you know, I was just looking for downloads, and I found this neat thing I want to show everybody. That's what look what I found is for. Okay, so let's save first. Jellica, don't even waste your breath asking me that, because you know the answer. You kidding me? No, I don't think my channel would, if I didn't have custom content, I don't think my channel would have the number of subscribers it does, that's for sure. So, right here, I believe this thing will turn on in a minute, but I think you can also get some water. Let's see how that works. Yeah, The Sims 2, the Sims games would not nearly be the sellers they are if it wasn't for custom content. Look, our strawberries. Boom, water. It's pretty cool. And I believe, yep, it'll go off after a moment. So let's teleport him back over here out of the way. So that's how that water pump works, and I love it. It's just a nice little touch. So this is our area here. We do need to put a, for macrotastics. Does anyone here use that? It's essential to me. It is usually in, wow, I'm having such a brain fart. There we go, toilets. So this toilet paper needs to go in this area. It's what instructs the Sims to use this area. So I'm actually probably just gonna put it in. And by the way, I'm gonna change its look. The modder who created this does not have the best sense of decorative taste. But I'm just gonna stick it in right there. The only problem with that being that if I need to use it, to instruct Sims, because I'll show you what I mean. I'll just put it here and go to live mode. You can configure it, how far away it seeks for Sims, whether this is for male Sims, female Sims, that kind of stuff. None of this stuff I need to change. It works fine on the default for this lot. So that's why I'm just going to stick it in there, even though I won't need to click on it. I won't be able to click on it. I won't need to click on it. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. If you're too near me not to hear me. Okay, so that is our little lot area here. I'm going to have to give it a try. So what I'm going to do is make our poor unfortunate Sim test subject number 1. I'm going to lower his bladder and lower his hygiene, and then I'm going to click here, And this is what I mean by macrotastics. It automates things. First of all, they'll go on their macrotastics will cause the Sims to take care of their needs in the background. Once you do that, the game opens up for storytelling, which is what I'm here for. But yet they still do things in the background. So I'm going to macro, and I could tell him to macro garden, macro clean. That's awesome. But I'm going to have him macro use the bathroom. He will run there. Some people don't like that about macrotastics. It doesn't bother me overly much. And then we're going to let a man have a little bit of privacy. Let's see if I can see in there. I said we're going to let a man have a little bit of privacy. Look at that. Oh, let me get a picture of this. Picture time. That's funny. Okay, so we go here. Oh, I don't have my screenshot program up, so just a minute. I got no shame. I don't care. Okay, so in order to take a picture without the user interface, you can remove it by clicking F10, like so. But if you are over here, say, and this is up, and you click F10, this stays for some annoying reason. So you have to go out here to the options. So I just go F5, F10, and then F9. Wait, nope. Out of, and then F9. I don't know what I'm talking about. So F10. There we go. Then F9. And let me actually frame this photo a little bit. Let's get it just right. Yeah, look at that. It just says, oh yeah, take a picture. F9. Yeah, I really do think I must be getting a little ill because my brain isn't working like it normally does. I also like I'm using Gadwin print screen because I can kind of clip things out. Like I kind of don't want these fence posts in here. So I can do that. Then I just press enter. Yeah, it does look like he might be kind of a little bit constipated. Poor little guy's having some trouble. I love this game. Wash your hands, you pig. So it's interesting though. He just got up. He didn't flush. So that's cool. That's neat. You had better get in there and wash your hands. That's disgusting. Are you gonna are you gonna wash your hands? That's dropping out. Do I have to lower your hygiene to get you to wash your hands? Is that it? Or is it because of macrotastics? No, it was because it was full. That's why. So that's why he didn't wash his hands, was because it was full. And so that actually reminds me of why I eventually ended up going with the other outhouse, is because I wanted them to wash their hands afterwards. So, I'll think about that. We'll have to play it for a while to see if it works better either way. Okay. All right, let's move him back over here because he is just a test subject. Let's teleport here. So Joe, how come you don't like macrotastics? I love it because it just allows me to concentrate on the stories that are unfolding. I've become, and it allows me, the one thing I love about it is it saves me from clicking. Like I can just go over here and click macro garden. Like, let's just do it now because I need to have a garden for them anyway, so we might as well put it in before they move in. So I'm gonna go over here, click macro catastics garden, and then he will do his running thing. I know some people, it might be because of the running. I know how many people can't stand that, but it doesn't bother me. Oh, really? Jellica's saying she likes the clicking. Oh, hello, Reverend. As per always, he's usually one of the first to greet the new people. Hello, you lovely Reverend. So one of the things I love this. He has this on. That's every vicar in my game gets this ring and matching cross. And then when he retires, the next vicar will get it. Isn't that gorgeous? This is by, I want to say it's by Adele. That beautiful cross. Anyway, I would like to get a nice suit. Not from the Maxis base game business suit thingy. I'd really like to get a good priest outfit. So if anyone has one in your downloads folder, could you share the link with me where you got it? Wherever you got it. Okay, so let's see here. So he's just gardening. Look at this. We already have lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. This is very homey looking. Our carrots are growing. Oh, how pleasing. These game tips, I can't wait till they go away. They're driving me nuts. I haven't seen them in years, you know. But then I reinstalled the game, which I haven't done in years. I also want her to be the town's herbalist, giving potions and things like that. So I could have him garden over here. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to fertilize Minnie. And actually, that reminds me, we need a compost. It's about 4:43 my time, PM. My throat is starting to really hurt me, so we're going to end in about 15 minutes. We'll set up the garden first. Where am I? And I'm also getting that fuzzy feeling, so yeah, I have a feeling I'm getting sick. I hope I don't have to cancel Tuesday's live stream. That would upset me. I don't like to cancel live streams unless I haven't got a choice. Well, in the next session, we'll set up the bees. We'll set up her magic area. We'll do the lights, that kind of stuff that we didn't get to today. Here we go. You know, one thing that I would like is a different compost bin. I only have one different compost bin, and this one, which I think I will use for this lot. I'll go with that one. I think it might match the stairs. I want something that kind of is about the same color as the stairs. Maybe this one? Yeah. And I'd like to put 2 compost bins. I think it's kind of, I don't know, just nice. I feel like there'd be a lot of compost on a lot like this. Oh, this is crap. All right, let's do a search. So let's go back to the desktop. So as you guys can, nope, that's not what I want to do. As you can imagine, I will not be at the after party. I do hope some of you do carry on the tradition of after parties in Discord. Joe, would you be willing to share those since that site is down on Discord? If you don't want to, there's no pressure. Hi, Jasmine. Jasmine, have you been here the whole time? I think I said hello to you way back in the beginning. Okay, so what I'm going to do is search for compost and hope that that bin comes up somewhere. Yeah, that's just recolors. Yeah, that's the bin recolored. Garden set. You know, maybe it's part of the garden set? The Sun and Moon garden set? Let's see. Open file location. It might be part of that set. Oh, that's cool, Jasmine. I am talking. Can you hear me? Now I'm singing. So I that's the only compost bin I see, and that I think that is part of the Sun and Moon set. So let's go back to the game. I am singing. So, do you guys know what I mean by Sun and Moon's garden set? Do you know where to get that? If not, then, since Joe is refreshing, could someone throw the link to that in chat? Most of you, I think many of you know where to get that set. Okay, so here's our compost bin. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. If you have just created a lot like this and you want to get some compost really quickly, the trick I know of is, I'm just trying to remember, is it shift or control? Is it control click or shift click? Shift click. That's weird. Okay, that's odd. Not on these custom bins, it looks like. However, on normal bins, and I'll just change these out because I do want compost badly enough to use the normal bins. I don't know what they cloned that from. So I'm just going to throw down a nice recolor of this. So, because these look kind of plasticky and they don't really work for this lot. So after the first harvest, or when I have some compost, I'll put the other ones back. So, Joe, if you're having blurry visuals, you can click on the video, and up in the right-hand corner, 3 little dots will come up. Vertical dots. You can click there and change your quality, but the reason why it's very blurry is because your internet is not able to receive all the data from the live stream. So YouTube knocks it down to the lowest possible quality to allow you to still watch without buffering. So anyway, back to composting here. If you click on the shift key and in live mode, you have to be in live mode, shift click, and then I believe you can fill it. Yeah. So clicking DBG, which is for debug, stands for debug, and add compost, and then here too, debug, add compost, and you get a full compost bin. And you can see that here. Compost 100, trash 0, free 0. This is part of a mod that shows you how much compost is there. That mod is by Boiling Oil, and it's available at Symbology, Simbologgy, Symbology. I think. I think that's where he's at. Maybe I'm wrong. Or is he at Leafish? No, I think he's at Leafish. But anyway, so that's how to quickly get some compost. We'll go ahead and do the garden. We're going to fertilize Minnie with our man here. Compost is now available. Before it was just bag. The garden grows better with compost than bagged fertilizer.
Buzz.
Poor guy out in the rain getting his suit all wet. As you can see, I have a default in for the compost bin. I mean the compost bag, fertilizer bag. And I'll be doggoned if I can't remember where it is. And I'm getting too tired to be able to look it up because I'm starting not to feel well. So let's move this forward a bit. Because it's getting dark and I want to keep the lights up, I'm actually going to open up the console and I'm going to type in set hour, all one word, and then 7 for 7 a.m. Little trick there for you if you want to keep it light while you're doing behind the scenes work like this. You're not just actually playing. So now that he's all fertilized, or he isn't, but the garden is, we can go in here and plant Minnie and we can do tomatoes. And I'm just going to zoom through this. I'm going to save first just in case. And I'm going to raise his lowering needs because I just want him to get this over with. Okay, and let's wait till all of our little plants bloom. Their first stage of life. No, I do not. All right, so the garden is ready, and in the next live simming session, we will put some more plants in there because I want this to be really full of plants. So I'm thinking that plants like these, for example, herbs and stuff, I can kind of make this a herb slash vegetable garden, and I don't know if they'll be able to work with it, but we'll see. I can maybe put edging around it, like herb edging. That'd be pretty cool, because I want her to use these herbs as part of Sun and Moon's set to make her potions and whatnot. The other thing that we'll do is over here, I'm going to save one more time because this is where I had a crash last time. Good night, Ralph. We're just about to end, actually, Ralph, in about, 5 minutes. Anyway. So over here, this cauldron, we're going to put here, and I'm going to make a spot for it, like a kind of camping spot. And we're going to have chairs around it, perhaps. Some place where people can sit down and sit outside. We're going to put some more trees in. We're going to put in another area for the bees as well, too. We're going to do a little bit more landscaping. Make this perhaps... I don't know. We'll do something. I'm thinking about maybe changing the whole terrain or something like that. But, yeah. I think we have liftoff. I'm going to save. I think I just saved already, but I'll do it again. What the heck? And I'm going to say to you on YouTube that I am so glad you joined me. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching.